Good evening, everyone. More all-time closing highs for the Dow and the S&P 500 today, and we'll get more on today's market action in just a moment. But we begin with an avalanche of economic data that investors are focusing on, stuffed like a turkey into the next 2 days ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday and a shortened day of trading on Friday. That data includes the latest on third quarter GDP, home prices for September, and consumer confidence for this month. They're all out tomorrow. And on Wednesday, we'll get initial jobless claims, as well as durable goods orders, personal income and spending, and new home sales, all for the month of October. Steve Liesman has more on the big data points worth watching this week.
A generous helping of economic data tomorrow and Wednesday should give investors plenty to chew on ahead of their holiday meals. The servings begin with a second look at third quarter gross domestic product, and investors will have to digest a slight downgrade to an estimated 3.3% from the originally reported 3.5%. Weakness overseas, especially in Europe, hurt U.S. exporters. That will be offset by slightly better consumption here at home. The data side dishes on Tuesday include the Case-Shiller home price report, expected to rise by 4.8%, and consumer confidence, which is seen hitting a new post-recession high of 96.5. Confidence will be watched closely as investors try and gauge the mood of the consumer heading into the holiday season, and especially to see if lower gas prices lift spending spirits. A second helping of data comes Wednesday, stuffed with jobless claims and durable goods orders, where economists see a 0.5% decline driven by a fall in aircraft orders. But business investment is forecast to rise by a percentage point, underpinning economic optimism.
You've got growth in employment in the 25 to 34-year-old bracket finally starting to kick in, which could lead to greater household formation, which has been missing in this recovery. You add that to the fixed investment part of the economy, capital spending, and you see much less fiscal drag. I think you could finally see the overall economy growing at the same pace as the private sector has been over the last couple of years.
Rounding out the data delicacies will be personal income and spending for October, consumer sentiment, and new home sales. After a run of upbeat data for the U.S., the hope is that none of the reports ends up being a turkey and that the forecast of 2.8% growth for the fourth quarter stays on the table. Bon appetit. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Steve Liesman.